Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
Your other host, Quincy.
Yeah, we weren't here last week. We both were viciously ill.
And then my internet went out while being viciously ill, so it was like, well, I mean, today was just destined not to work.
And then a couple days ago, I got food poisoning. I thought it was a stomach flu, but now I guess it was... I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe it was those chicken... But yeah, we've had a hell of a couple of weeks.
Been a blast.
Yeah, and just to make sure I'm still on the safe side, I'm having myself a Powerade with a green tea bag in it. To make sure
I'm self-destructive. Dr. Pepper cherry.
I've been very good. I have not had soda in about a week and a half. Like, I usually have a soda every other day, at least. But I've been doing good. Keeping my sugar
I've been better.
low.
I've been better about it. I've also cut sugar out of my coffee, other than the fact that my creamer obviously has
like
sugar
10 gallons of it in it.
But the thing about it, I used to add sugar to my coffee in addition to the creamer.
You are correct. But good. It's good to begin to cut down all the negative things that we think we need. Here, let me actually get rid of this while we talk about it. Everything is in the way now. There we go. And my clock isn't even on. Ugh. Rain meter, why do I hire you? But, yeah, the many times I've had coffee, I've had to add so much to it. And I'm kind of now the same way with my tea, where no sugars, no additives. Ooh.
That's one of those things too, though. Is like if you get something that's got a good enough of a flavor, you shouldn't have to add a shit ton.
Right. I mean, luckily I now have these fruit teas that are naturally sweet. It's just, damn, they taste stale.
Who are they by?
One was Twinnings, and then the other one was the one that Socks gave me. Also, there's some very soft popping in your mic. Is everything all right over there?
The thing's getting worse, because it's got that damaged.
Oh, the exposed wire.
And it's getting worse. He's probably gonna die soon.
Oh, I'll let you know if things happen to die midstream. But let's go.
I hope not.
I also hope not. It's a pretty good headset. On the good old Humble Bundle, got a couple to talk about. I'll speed right through them, though. The awesome indies from Humble Games. I've played many Humble Games, and I'm glad most of them, the good ones anyways, are here, such as Unsighted, Archvale. Flynn, Son of Crimson is on Game Pass. I still need to check it out. Ink and Fell, Void Bastards, I played a little bit of. I believe Quincy played a little bit of that as well. And Fey Tactics, which is a fine tactic game. But one I did not mention, because it is my favorite. Probably one of my favorite indie games of all time, Moonscars. Beautiful game. Luxurious
out
game.
of this list, I think Void Bastards is the only one I played.
Really?
I've seen the Wild of the Heart one, or whatever it was called, and I've seen the Ring of Pain, but I've never played any of these other than Void Bastards. And I got annoyed with Void Bastards pretty quick and stopped playing it.
To be fair, it was marketed as a difficult roguelite, and I also didn't like it because it was hard. I was like, ugh. But it's still a good game. If you are used to old school Might and Magic, you'll feel right at home. You will feel more than right at home. But this one helps out Direct Relief, which gets money to those in the healthcare professions to make sure that they can keep their top-notch healing all over the, I believe, all 50 states and 70 countries. So it is a worldwide, just helping people out. That's what this one's all about, and I'm glad that these ones are still around. There's a lot of charities that have closed down over the last 80 days, and it's kind of worrying. And I'm glad to see some of the big ones, like Direct Relief, and the couple that I'm going to mention are still around doing this shit. Skadoop. HeroCraft PC, the Humongous Collection. Off the top, I don't recognize any of these. but I've heard a couple things like Anvil Saga is a nice little time wasting game. Gravewood High is a spooky, scary 2D platformy type of thing. But the one that people have been telling me if I wanted to get into Warhammer 40k, which kind of there's a small bit of me that still wants to get into it, and the start would
Oh,
be
no.
Space Wolf. And this game is kind of hard to get a hold of. GOG sells it full price. I think I've seen it on sale once, but this one comes with all the DLC that goes along with it. And I mean, maybe we'll see. Let's see, how much is it? Oh, it's $1 for the whole set. Never mind, I'll get it when we're done. But yeah, $1 for Space Wolf if you're interested in Warhammer 40k. This one helps out the International Medical Corps, once again, worldwide medical relief, as well as conflict, disaster, and disease. And right now they're working with Ukraine with helping their relief efforts. You know, take care of yourself. That's their first thing. Let's go dope. VR's kind of in the front run of this in a couple stories, and Humble Bundle's no different. Get Your Head in the Game VR bundle has a bunch of really good VR titles that I would go out of my way to get. Helps out the International Medical Corps and Direct Relief, but it comes with Stride, which is like a Mirror's Edge clone. The Rick and Morty virtual
I never got
game.
far into either of the Mirror's Edge games.
Really? Hold on,
Yeah.
was it the controls, or were you just doing other things at the time?
Well, I think with when the first one came out, I was still pretty young, so like it was like, oh, you play a demo of a game because you can't afford to buy the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they eventually became available to me, I think I played a little bit, and I don't know, it didn't really pull me in.
I finished both of them, and I mean they're fine. I just have a like for parkour, so I guess that's why I stuck around with it. Parkour, but it would make me very dizzy very quickly. Like that's the only downside with it. I think in VR might be a little better if you don't do tuck and rolls, but I wouldn't know until I get a VR headset on. But the Rick and Morty one, I've seen a little bit of. I hate to admit it, but I actually really enjoy Rick and Morty. Unironically.
The guy's out. They've got the new voice actor. You don't have to hate admitting that anymore.
Well, it's similar to liking Big Bang Theory, though, in some circles.
I mean, I just don't understand the appeal on that one. Like, my mom was shocked. She's like, "Oh, I love this show. I think you'd really like it." I was like, "Which one?" And she's like, "Big Bang Theory." I'm like, I don't. And she's like, "How? It's all about nerd stuff." I'm like, "No, like, mm-mm."
It does the nerd stuff, but makes it awkward. Makes it really awkward. Zero Caliber VR. This one I had a chance to kind of fuddle around with over at a friend's place. That's a fun one. That is a very fun one. After the Fall, a nice little zombie survivalist game. I Expect You to Die 2, The Spy and the Liar, where you're in a situation you got to get yourself out by doing some wacky VR stuff. Grimlord and Demio, two fantasy-style ones with pretty good gameplay, I would say, from an outside looking in. Hopefully it doesn't cause that weird jarring thing that a lot of these games do there, where it's like fast movements mean action. And then one that I'm very interested in, if I ever get a VR headset for Aurora, I would definitely get Propagation Paradise Hotel, which is a mystery with a little bit of horror elements in it. And that already just got me locked into that. $24 for all 8 of these. It's not bad. Not bad.
I've done very little VR. I don't know.
Like,
I feel like we've talked about it. I still need to come a long way before I'm willing to sink a lot of money into it.
yeah, if you hold on, let's change this up a little bit then. If you can change out your Sony VR1 to the 2, would you? For free.
I could change it out for free. I mean, I'd have to get a PlayStation 5 first, but if I could change it out for free, sure.
Okay.
But I mean, without having a PlayStation 5, it's pointless.
I thought it works on the 4 as well.
Not the VR2. The VR2 is made for the 5, I do believe.
Oh.
Let me double check.
Well,
I'm curious.
I mean, we could also be talking about the other things Sony's been kind of bedimbering about, but
being hacked into the ground.
You know what? Yeah, we
again,
might. You know what? Just in case you haven't heard, gonna go ahead and hit this bit, I guess, because this is kind of important. Change your password on Sony through Sony. Get rid of any payment option you have on there. Get rid of it.
Yeah, don't replace it with a new payment option
yeah,
right
no,
now.
yeah, no.
You know, I'm iffy on whether or not changing the password's even going to do anything, because from what it is, it's ransomware. They're saying they're in the fucking system.
Yeah.
And Sony's not really addressing it. So like the reality is, if you change your password, they're already in the system. It doesn't fucking matter. They're just getting your new password. So I mean, dropping your payment stuff.
Yeah.
And honestly, what I would start doing personally, just because this has happened so many times with PlayStation, and I have had fucking people take me for money on PlayStation because of the PlayStation hacks in the past.
Yes, me too.
What I would do is start doing those, those accounts that create the one-time generated fucking
with the like
debit cards.
Gift card. Yeah, it's like a gift card that has your name on it and all that. Yeah, I do remember seeing that service.
I'd probably start doing that for PlayStation.
Is it free?
I always thought so, but I mean, nothing in life is free, so they probably get you somewhere, but it shouldn't be too much.
Yeah, like 50
and I
cents.
mean, paying 50 cents to fucking have peace of mind.
I'd do it. You're right. And
to answer the earlier question, the VR2 is not compatible with the PlayStation 4 console.
Oh, okay. I mean, Sony's in a lot of hurt anyways. Hopefully they're getting their shit together and are willing to negotiate, because that's really sad to have this happen 3 times in 10 years. When
the 3 times that we know of that I can talk on from, hearing about or seeing, maybe a little over 10 years, because I was in high school when the really big one happened.
I thought oh, you're right. It was 2011?
It was like 2010, 2011. I graduated in 2011.
Yeah. Okay. So, in the past 15 years, then, I'll throw it a little bit more broad. Considering 15 years ago, they were still rocking around with the PS2. Like...
Yeah.
And they finished games, clap hands. I'm not mad at the development side of Sony. Sony Santa Monica, probably one of the best fucking dev teams to work for, apparently. And that's awesome. But damn if the higher-ups can't get their shit together. But that's enough of Sony. And then last but not least, kaboom! Dark Horse Comics presents the Eerie Comics Collection. I cannot scroll through all of these, but be aware it is not safe for work. These look great to me as far as aesthetically. And I would probably read a couple of them. $30 or $18 to get you all 30 items. And it helps out the Hero Initiative, another one that helps out the financial aid and emergency medical aid for comic book artists and craftsmen that are in need. So those who are trying to get their comic book out there, this is something in case they're like, just a little bit to get me back to my artistry. And we love art. We love art. There's a couple down further that I cannot show that I would like to have in the collection. Like, I love covers. Covers are great. Skadoop.
It's fun.
Yeah, now I'm going to go on my little ranty rants about a couple games, considering we had 2 weeks to kind of gather information. Payday 3. A couple days in a row, I could not get into a match to save my life. It kept saying matchmaking error, sending me back to the lobby, and I was getting a little poo-poo. Then, as of 2 days ago, I actually got in and was playing, and it's not bad. It's Payday. It loads way faster. And, music's good. Starbreeze knows how to make a game. That's all I really have to say about it. If I had to rate it, 7 out of 10. Feels like Payday 2, but better. Skadoop. Speaking of feeling like something and becoming a little better, Quincy, do you like Destiny?
I do. I just get bored with it. Like, when new stuff comes out, it's fun, and then you just repeat the new stuff, and then it gets boring.
Right. But what if the new stuff was actual content? Like, new characters. Yeah, new characters, new weaponry, just new everything. Over the 2 days I managed to play this beta, I was mad that they had to close the beta. This game felt great. The First Descendant is a game I am excited for, because they have said, hey, we're going to stress test the servers. Servers ran great. 5-second loading times. I'm not sitting there going, how long is it going to take before I get into the tower? And they load you right into the tower. No fear, no blood. Just gets you where you want to be. There are so many people just hanging out by the spawn area. Just hanging out and being like, hey, we're going to be going to do this. You want to go? All right, let's go. Hop in. Hey, you got a mic? Let's rock.
No.
Pretty much. And, like, this community, I'm on the Discord, and this community seems pretty chill. I want this game out now. I'm glad it's going to be free to play. Nexon Games, for those who played fucking MapleStory that 15, 16 years ago, you know, those motherfuckers made an empire off of a 2D MMORPG and turned it into this on Unreal 5, looking as damn good as it does.
Color me impressed.
Color me fucking impressed and excited. I need this game. I already filled out the survey. Come on, pay me. Let me play. Speaking of paying me and not letting me play, Lies of P. I like this game. I love it. It's a Souls-like game. I am a huge I'm a huge Souls fan in general. I have a freaking bonfire tattoo on my arm. This game reminds me of Demon's Souls with a little bit of Bloodborne aesthetic, with a little bit of Sekiro. And I gotta say, I've never in my life almost threw down my controller. I have never had nerd rage. I've gotten frustrated a couple times, but I've never had nerd rage up until this game. It is hard. It is not fun, but I love it.
You're not selling me on playing this, because the guy that fucking, eats fucking Souls games for breakfast and fucking wears Get Good shirts is telling me that this game made him fucking rage. Like, I'm sitting here going, even not for me, because I'm gonna be replacing a fucking TV.
Yeah, that's fair. One of my favorite YouTubers that does Souls-like games. He, like, 7 Souls-like games you never heard of type of thing. He did a talk about with Lies of P, and he says, yeah, no, this game's unfair at times. Go in knowing this game is unfair. You're gonna have more fun now. Go in.
I don't know that I will.
Yeah, it is fun. It is beautiful. I love the aesthetics of all of the areas. The sound system is amazing, and the music that you get to play in your hub world, the hotel, is fantastic. Having it be Pinocchio themed, which is one of my top 10 Disney movies, having it be on point with it. I'm here for it. I'm going to try and continue beating this game, but I am stuck on a boss for the last 4 days, and it's been bothering me. Honest to God. But I love it. I know I'm not trying...
You'll get there.
I'll get there. It's like I'm not trying to sell you on the fact that, I hate this game. I'm trying to sell you on the fact that some people enjoy the challenge to a degree.
I enjoy a challenge, but there's a certain point where it's like, who is this fun for?
Yeah. I'm just taking a quick look and seeing what else these guys made. Blade Assault, I have it. Metal Unit, I have it. They made a couple games I've already owned and possibly played. I think I played Blade Assault on Xbox. But, yeah, okay. Skadoop. And I also played a couple rounds of a better game piece. Party Animals. Where you get to play as cute, cuddly little animals, or dinosaurs, or hammerhead sharks, or Garfield, or Ori from Ori and the Blind Forest, and just beat the shit out of one another. They have little game modes such as football, hockey, or just knock out of the ring, or a bridge. It's a fun little time. I lost my fucking shit just watching a bulldog headbutt a husky so hard that his head imprinted into the ground. It's a fun time. I can see playing this from time to time.
I think it'll be good for streamers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Definitely. Scott, dope. I'm excited for this. This big Xbox and their Microsoft holders are basically like, why don't we just combine the shit we already have? Make things easier. And that's a pretty big idea. Xbox and OneDrive. Best combination. You fucking upload them straight to your OneDrive. You can grab them from your computer, throw them over to your Discord. Holy shit, you just clipped that motherfucker. Instead of me
So
having
love
to
and
go...
respect to whoever made the OneDrive logo have an X on it.
Yeah, alright.
Like whoever did this, you're amazing and we love you.
Yeah. Well, I don't love you, but I appreciate you.
No, I love them.
Okay, you can love. I'll
I'm in love.
But yeah, just to grab one now, I would have to go.
You don't understand. I already signed my house over.
Oh shit. To get an old clip right now, I would have to go into the app, wait for it to move from the Xbox onto my hard drive, then go and find it, and then I can upload it. If I could just open up my OneDrive folder and move it over, that would be perfect. I'd be happy with that. Thank you. There we go. And speaking of Xbox, I've only played the first one of these, so I guess playing the other two would be fun. Ace Attorney.
I've never played any of them.
Really?
No, never touched it.
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. As I said, I only played the first one and I really enjoyed it. It's just I didn't really touch my DS at that time, or I was playing another DS game at that time. I don't remember. It was a hazy moment in my life.
We got fuzz on your end.
Oh, do we? Okay, I'll fix it.
Mm-hmm. I think we're better.
Okay, are we better? Marco?
Yep.
Okay.
Polo.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna probably play them casually during the time when I'm not playing Starfield still. I'm touch and go in Starfield. I already got credits, and it feels like Skyrim in space. Scott. Dope. Mortal Kombat 1 just released not too long ago, and it's been making me itchy. It's been making me real itchy. Quincy threw these fight sticks at me, and I said, "You're a motherfucker, but thank you for showing me those."
Once I get some money, I'm planning on getting Mortal Kombat 1 because I just want to see where the story goes.
Yeah. Apparently, one of my friends on another Discord server, he's been showing me all the costumes for it, and I'm like, they worked hard on this game, and it's fine. To me, it looks fine. I've never been a Mortal Kombat fan since after 2. As soon as I finished Mortal Kombat 2, and then 3 came out, and I was like, eh. And then one of the Shaolin monks caught my attention, and then what was the one that was the Sub-Zero story? The one where it was a 2D side-scroller?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't either. And then after that
a lot of those kind of smaller sub ones I didn't play. I played the main ones.
Yeah, I was
and really I mean I played Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 of course, but my real jumping on point for getting into the story of Mortal Kombat and whatnot was 9.
Okay, yeah. That I could see that one being, because that one also caught my attention, but I never got into it.
So yeah, I missed a lot of those the smaller ones.
But yeah, Mortal Kombat 1, I would probably hop into it. There's Street Fighter that I would love to fly over to. I've been watching Zangief videos for the last 5 months, just sweating, going, I don't need to drop any money right now. I've got a lot to deal with, motherfucker. But these fight sticks, they're on sale, luckily. Oh crap, there we go. $109. A little pricey, but not
a little bit.
Not bad for an entry fight stick. 30 hours wireless, not bad. And it only charges in 4 hours because it's a lightweight battery. That's not bad. Or you can just hook it up all the time, and it actually has one of those batteries that doesn't charge beyond 80% after a certain point in period. So it's one of those good batteries that'll last for a long time. I want it. I want it. Skadoo. Not a combination I was expecting, but I'm not mad. Call of Duty and Spawn.
I kind of really like it.
I really like its. I like all of the designs that they
Because
have for it.
I just know that we're not going to get a Spawn game, at least not anytime soon. Maybe once the Spawn movie finally happens, and maybe once the TV show for the cops, which is not connected to the Spawn movie, if that ever actually happens like it's supposed to, maybe then there'll be enough light on him that someone will go, I'm going to make a game, but it'll probably be fucking phoned in or something like that.
I mean,
And I know that Todd cares about his character. What?
If it's phoned in, that's fine. Let him phone it in.
Well, and I know that Todd cares about his character, and he wouldn't want to let anybody do that. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if it'll happen or whatnot, because I just don't see anybody big taking it on. So the fact that we got this, I kind of like it.
Yeah, but would you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2?
I played Warzone.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Warzone, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's Warzone. I've played Warzone. Maybe not enough to be able to unlock all this shit. Like, because I jumped on when they were doing, like, the Monarch thing, and you got to shoot at Godzilla and stuff.
Yeah, I took one round in that.
That's kind of how they get me, is they do these fun little things like this, and I go, ooh, and I, like...
The first one that made us turn was the Snoop Dogg, when Snoop Dogg was a part of it.
Yeah, that was interesting. But I don't think we've had a Spawn game since probably
Xbox?
2003. Yeah. So PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox. You had Spawn Armageddon.
I think I can remember seeing the case on like a rental shelf. Like I'm trying.
So it was inspired by issue 1 through 99 of Spawn, the comic book series.
Oh, it had that big of a story. Huh.
So,
but
I think that was the last time, maybe also the only time, because I mean, 2001. That's pretty early into the existence of Spawn, because he was a 90s creation. He was 1992. So I mean, what? That's 9 years in.
Did he have a SNES game?
I'm looking right now. Mm-hmm. Let's see. In other media, here we go. I love they have this. Oh, okay. There's actually a pretty good list of Spawn video games. 95, he had an SNES game. Yes.
Yeah.
Todd McFarlane's Spawn, the video game. PlayStation, there in 97, there was Spawn the Eternal. Then they did another one, but that was only released in Japan. Spawn the Ultimate. That was also 97. Then Spawn for Game Boy Color, which actually had a voicing in it. Scott Keck voiced him. Spawn and the Demon's Hand, 99 and 2000 on Dreamcast and arcade. Spawn Armageddon, 2003. Oh yeah, he's in Soul Calibur 2. I forgot about that.
Right. Yeah, the Xbox version, right?
Yeah, Xbox version. No. It's the Xbox version.
Okay.
I think Yoda was either on both or he was PlayStation. Because didn't they do
They did Link for the GameCube.
Yeah. Didn't they who was it? It's like on the tip of my tongue of who they had for PlayStation.
Darth Vader.
Was it Darth Vader for PlayStation? I don't remember. I never really played Soul Calibur.
I also didn't.
Then they did Soul Calibur 2 HD Online in 2013, and he was available on both 360 and the PlayStation 3 version.
Okay.
He did show up in Mortal Kombat 11 as a DLC character.
Oh, that's right. Huh.
Yeah, and he was available on all platforms. He's still available on all platforms. You can get him for the Series X and the PlayStation 5 version of the game.
Huh.
And now this.
I think here's kind of what I'm whittling down. If this skin, quote unquote, sells well, because it's going to be, I assume, a season pass kind of thing, and how many people are going to get to it and use it, they'll have those kind of statistics. If they see this as a popular character, I can see Activision kind of looking over and being like, hey, Infinity Ward, what are you working on? Oh, we're already done with the next Call of Duty game. We just built the maps considering it's the same engine, and we're good. We can start up on this. We can start up on a Spawn game, maybe.
One more thing real quick on Spawn and other media.
Okay.
Iced Earth. They were a band. I think they might still be a band. Let me see. Are they still around? I don't know. Iced Earth. They did an album in 96 called The Dark Saga. is the fourth studio album from them. Everything, the entire album is about Spawn and the comic books and whatnot. Even the fucking album artwork is Spawn. Excuse me, sorry. They just hide the logo because they weren't allowed to use any of their names or anything because they didn't get permission.
Oh.
So the entire album is about Spawn and the comic book characters and whatnot. They just don't directly use the names.
Oh, interesting.
So the cover art of Dark Saga depicts comic book artist Todd McFarlane's character Spawn, but you can't see the emblem on his chest. But the guy that did it was a big Spawn fan, so really interesting.
Yeah. And this is available on September 27th on, of course, Call of Duty. Well, Warzone. Modern Warfare 2.
How do you feel about Spawn? You a Spawn fan?
I've got I think you saw me buy the couple of Spawn ones, but I don't really read. So, neutral? I like it, it's just I don't have enough of it.
Did you watch the movie? Did you watch the television show?
Leguizamo, yeah?
Yeah, Leguizamo as
Blue something or other?
the Violator.
The Violator. Okay, yeah.
Is that what? Yeah, I think that's the
you
character.
are correct. The blue clown, yes?
Yeah, he's got like the blue paint on his face and whatnot.
Yeah,
then he's actually a demon. So he turns into the big old fucking monster.
I can vaguely remember it.
But Michael J. White, I think that's how it is. Jai, is that J?
J.
Or is that J?
Yeah.
J. Michael J. White plays Spawn. I really liked him as Spawn. He's actually gone on to play some other comic book characters. He's in Arrow as one of the villains.
Oh, really? Good for him.
Yeah. They also did an animated series on HBO in like 98, 99, somewhere around there, right after the movie came out. It did win 2 Emmys. So
did it now?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's dark. It's a very dark series.
It is. That I do recall.
So, but I like Spawn. I like Todd. I like Image Comics. So, and I like the concept of the character that, we've had the revenge brings you back from the dead. In this case, love brought him back.
And
like he's still in love with his wife.
But he's bound to hell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fucked up trait. I
mean, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Or he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
In life, he was not a good person. In death, he's become a better person.
Okay.
And I still don't know that we should necessarily call him a good person, but yeah. He was an assassin, I do believe.
Anti-hero, like an anti-hero, would you say?
Yeah. I think anti-hero is the right thing. But I'm pretty sure Spawn was an assassin before he died. Like, that's why he's in hell.
Fair enough, then. Any other gaming things?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't really played anything new. I'm still logging some time on Starfield every now and then. Oh, I bought XCOM 2 on that massive sale.
Yeah, I don't want to get back into that just yet, but thank you
for
that.
I was playing a little bit of that. That was some rage quit moments there for me. Where I was just like, I'm fucking done with this game. Why did I fucking buy XCOM? Because you actually enjoy it. Stop being a whiny bitch.
Yeah. That size of P.
But,
that size of P.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, my time to play has been a little low. I got a lot going on. October's gonna be a very busy month for me. I have to miss next week's episode.
Next week or the week after? Because I thought you said the
or the week after, the
11th.
Yeah, sorry, week after, the 11th. So yeah, I have to mix that week's episode.
That's fine.
I've got a very, very busy October. It was funny, we both opened our calendars at the same time.
Yeah.
I saw yours pop up on the stream.
But yes,
I'm really going for a fall season.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to enjoy the season this year. I'm going to the Orchard next week. I'm gonna go check out the new conservatory at Bellagio. They got the new fall setup.
How are you gonna get?
I'm doing an anniversary.
I'll ask you off stream, but remind me how you're gonna get there, because I'm curious.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it.
God damn, getting down there even in October is gonna be a bitch.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got a concert I'm going to. I've got an anniversary for a movie I'm going to. Like, October is a jam-packed month for me. So the fact that so far I only had to miss one episode, I'm pretty happy about.
Yeah.
Because I hate missing episodes.
Same here. but last week we were both looking at each other
Oh, we were
through the internet,
fucked.
and I was just like, I, I dropped the ball, Q. I don't feel so good. And you were just like, I don't feel good either. I'm like, we don't got to do this today, man. But now that we're done with our game stuff, shoe news. Boy, I'm a fan of Snoop Dogg. I had their first album. Oh, well, tape, I should say.
Really?
Yeah, I had their first tape. Loved it.
So, what was your real quick before we get too far into this? What was your first like album? You're too young for A-Track. What was?
I did have some, but yes, I did not.
But you know what I
listen to it.
mean, like
Yes. My first tape would probably be Savage.
like that you yourself went out and got,
Savage Garden.
not like somebody gave it to you. Savage Garden.
Savage Garden.
I still have that CD somewhere.
Yeah,
It was a good CD.
I used to fucking listen to one side, flip it over to listen to the whole other side. It was a good tape. There was a couple songs where I'd be like, "Oops, I hit the fast forward button," but there wasn't a song I just deliberately, if it was on and I was busy doing whatever I was doing, it would stay on. But Snoop, good tape. And he decided to take his, I assume, his NFT and do what you're kind of supposed to do with an NFT, and that's market
I
it.
don't know. Like, do you think that it's that he owns these NFTs, or do you think that it's that like he was representing this artist? Because this is still an artist that had to draw these.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
Dr. Bombay. Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a handshake, maybe something like that. I do
Because
really
Snoop doesn't really strike me as a person that would
believe in
and I don't want this to sound wrong. Like, I feel like he wouldn't understand NFTs, but like in the right way. Like, I don't get it. Like, that sounds dumb. You know?
To be fair, this man has his hands in a lot of different, very
Oh.
interesting pots.
Absolutely.
Including pot.
Have you seen the commercials with him and Martha Stewart for the new Bic lighter? And now they got Willie Nelson doing them too.
Yeah. The lighters, the tools over at, I think it's IKEA. Or no, it's Target. And then the shoes from Skechers. He's just all over. And a wine. A fucking red wine. Oh, hey, impressive. Yeah. Thanks, man. Glad to see you around. He's fighting really hard in Destiny. But these shoes look great. I actually have no problem. Even the flip-flops look fine, even though one is very much more louder than the other. But the NFT monkey, I'm going to label it as, on the side of some of these, or on the tongues or fronts of them, they're fine. It's not my cut. I wouldn't go for them, but I would go for the more original slip-ins. Maybe I would go for the, what is the handkerchief design called? I know it has a name.
Handkerchief design?
Yeah, like when you're looking at a handkerchief, an old school red handkerchief, there's a name for that design, that embroidery.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either, but I would go for probably one of the handkerchief designed slip-ons also. They don't look that bad. The only downside is $125 a pair.
Yeah, you're talking this right here that on the sides of these shoes, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. But also, I don't think those are technically handkerchiefs, because I think handkerchiefs are supposed to be like pocket squares. And these are bigger than that?
They're a little bit, yeah. And then, of course, you got the Staminas, the Snoop 91s, where I think it takes an old design of a shoe and brings it up. Very loud colors, but I'm kind of not mad at them. The one that kind of strikes me out is this lime neon green on a soft gray with a black bottom. An odd trio.
They're bandanas. That's right.
Bandana. Yeah.
And it's a paisley.
Paisley. Okay.
That's the pattern.
Thank you, Q.
Which actually comes from a Western Scotland town, which I did not know.
Really?
Yeah. But you gotta figure these started in the Wild West era, and there was a lot of immigration and whatnot during that time.
Yeah.
So.
Also, all of the Snoop 91s, they're sold out.
Damn. I mean, they're not badly priced though. I mean, $100.
$125.
We've seen some.
Yeah.
we've seen some really badly. Oh, and you got Afterpay on it. No
Yeah.
wonder these fucking sold out. I mean, because you got some expensive ass shoes out there for collaborations sometimes. Skechers and Snoop did a good price here. I was looking up Snoop out of curiosity, because we were talking about all of his business ventures. First of all, I did not know this. Did you know he fucking bought Death Row Records last year?
No. Ooh, that's a good
For an-
purchase.
For an undisclosed amount of money, he fucking bought Death Row Records last year.
If I had to throw a number, probably 245 to about 300.
But the company's valued at 385 mil.
Okay, so he probably.
The fuzz is back,
Oh, god damn it!
and I can kind of hear myself through it,
Really? Huh?
like a bad echo.
All right, now I should sound a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right. I just cleaned out the freaking socket. I got tired.
He also owns a stake in a bunch of companies. Apparently, in 2021, he bought part of Klarna.
A part of what?
Klarna. It's one of those like payment option companies for like buying things, kind of like Afterpay, but you have to get approved for like a credit limit.
Oh, okay, okay. Interesting.
He also apparently took over a fucking Jack in a Box in Inglewood and made it Snoop Dogg. He made it Snoop Dogg branded with "Welcome to Dog in the Box."
They even gave him a fucking meal. The Snoop meal comes with a fucking brownie. Holy shit. Like, yeah, he is all over the place, and I'm not mad at it. I enjoy Snoop. He is a welcome for whatever he wants to get his eyes on. I'm hoping he's been in video games. He's been in movies.
Uh-huh.
He's written books.
Uh-huh.
He's, of course, directed and produced music.
Uh-huh.
Has a wine. Has shoes. Has pot. Has kitchen utensils.
Cereal.
Snoop
Loops.
Oh my god. This man, and he is a fucking.
He did
Jesus Christ.
He did an alcohol too. In Doggo.
Indoggo? What is it?
INDOGGO. Supposed to be a play on the words of indigo.
Okay, and
I think it's a gin.
it seems like it's either a gin or a tequila.
I think it's a gin because gin and juice.
Oh, laid back.
He did do a couple apps, Snoopify and stuff like that. He did a film company for a bit. I don't know if he still does that one or not, but they did a movie back in 2022, so I'm assuming so.
Okay.
The 2022 movie was called Bromates.
I'll look it up later, but yeah. Has he been a director? Was he the director of Soul Train?
No, I think he just starred in it.
Okay. Or not Soul Train, Soul Plane, I'm sorry.
Soul Plane, yeah, Soul Plane. I think he was just in that. He also did Leafs by Snoop, which I think is pot, but I could be wrong.
Probably, more than likely. But
probably is.
But damn, just keep going, man. Just keep going.
What's crazy is he's not a billionaire.
Well, because he's investing everything. He's making sure that after he's gone, his kids are taken care of.
Right.
Like, he's making sure things will run after he's gone. And that's kind of the legacy I'm hoping to leave one day. When someone decides to give my right in a look.
Yeah, so it was Jesse Torero who directed Soul Plane. He's the same one that did Gun, the 50 Cent movie.
Okay. So it was just hip-hop branding movies he's kind of interested in.
I mean, he's done other stuff. He did like Freelancer, which I mean, again has 50 Cent, but like it's got Forrest Whitaker, it's got De Niro.
Really?
Yeah,
that
one was 2012.
And what was this movie called?
Freelancers.
I'm writing that down right now. I'm gonna see if it's around somewhere.
The son, 50 Cent, of a fallen police officer joins the NYPD where he falls in his father's former where he falls in with his father's former partner and a band of road cops.
Ooh.
They spent like 12 mil. It made 456,000 at the box office.
Ooh.
But you got to figure like it wasn't made by like one of the big companies. It didn't get the
no promotions,
marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing is what makes and breaks you in the fucking like the new Expendables isn't doing good. I'm like, you guys waited until the month before the movie came out to fucking start doing ads.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it, but
I want to watch it too, but like that wasn't. In fact, 50 Cent's in that.
Oh, he is. Yeah. Fuck.
But like that's not how you market a movie. You can't start a month beforehand. You've got to be fucking pushing your movie months beforehand, teasing at it, building up to it. Like the fucking new Argyle movie that's coming out with Superman. What's his name?
Henry Cavill.
Yeah. There's a new movie coming out called Argyle that he's in, and like they're already fucking like dropping little teasers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Even the
And that doesn't come out until next year.
like the before movie trailers that they would show. The movie doesn't come out for like a good 5-6 months, and then there was a couple we saw that only had a month before it was dropping, and I was like, "This is the first I've seen of this."
Do you remember the days of coming to home video this fall? Like they didn't even give you a
God.
date.
Yeah, I.
There was
do.
like a 3-month window where you're going, "What the fuck am I gonna be able to finally buy that movie or rent that movie?"
Yeah, and or just straight up coming soon, and no date, no time, no season. Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh, okay. Back to shoes. Skadoop. Halloween's right around the corner, and these Adidas really locked down the Halloween appeal, and I kind of really like its design. It does have a bit of flocking, I would say, but something tells me the...
Watch your mouth.
You're a flocker. The flocked bit seems like you can hold some of those badges, those Velcro badges that I've been looking at. I'm not 100% sure if it's the same material, but it'd be cool if it did have that. Or you can add, like, scarring badges to them. But other than that, it just looks like one of their... what is the name of this shoe again? It is the Harden Volume 7. $160 for this all-performance shoe. It is 1,000% performance, so these ones are begging to be ran in. And if you're paying that price just for the shoe alone, you are a true
Fuzz is
sneakerhead.
back.
God bless America. All right, now how is it?
You're good.
Okay. God bless it. All right, but this shoe is for the true sneakerhead or the guy who really wants to celebrate Halloween while running down his block. Scud.
I really like it. I don't know that I would buy it, but I love themed shoes. I love themed everything. Like I can't wait to break out my themed clothing for fall. It just needs to cool the fuck down a little more.
Oh, they're skeleton toes. I just noticed that. That's kind of cute now. Okay. There's more than what appears. Things are closer than they appear in the mirror. Skadoo. So we talked about a bunch of Stan Smith styled shoes, whether it's Simpsons or X-Men or what have you, where only the tongue is where the image lies and the shoelaces. But this one on a vintage tennis shoe is actually really nice looking. It's Peanuts, vintage Peanuts, with Snoopy holding onto a tennis racket in both of them. And it just looks like a classic tennis shoe with hyper...
I love the Peanuts.
Forest green laces. These are meant for tennis. I ain't got no problem with them. It's just I don't play tennis. Tennis ain't my thing. Oh, I do like this shirt, though. Game, set, match, rats. I don't understand it. I called 62 footballs, but I still lost. Oh, that is a really cute inlay of the box. Ah, you'll see in a second, Q.
I see it. You're not that far behind.
Okay,
The stream's not that far behind.
Okay.
I've got a Peanuts record player.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the yellow. Yeah. I recall seeing it.
Yeah.
Is that the one that doesn't work because it doesn't have the needle?
No, that one works. It's
Okay.
my other one that doesn't have a needle.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the one that's got a pink stain on it because somebody put a dirty bottle of Pepto on top of it.
I don't remember seeing. I may have seen it, but I may have zoned it out of my head. Skadoop. So the name of this episode is "What Are You Doing in My Airbnb?" And that is because Shrek's swamp is now in a livable position. Over in San Francisco? Oh no, Scottish Highlands.
I was gonna say I didn't actually look to see where it was at because I just assumed I wouldn't be able to afford it.
Yeah, I was looking from another...
And this confirms that because
Yeah.
now I'd have to find a way to get to Scotland.
Hang on, there we go.
Scotland.
Okay. Scotland. So it opens up at October 13th at 12 noon CDT. I do not know where that is. but it is well decorated, like Shrek's home.
Like this is the appeal to the concept of Airbnb to me, is these fun themed places. Like, I don't know if they still do it, but for a while you could rent the last Blockbuster as an Airbnb.
Yeah. Downside, no security cameras, that's whatever. No kitchen, no TV, no air conditioning, but it does have a heater. It doesn't have hair
No
dryer,
Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi. This is a day trip. You're spending a day here. You're not spending no dang week here if you even need the internet for 2 seconds.
How much is it? Does it say?
It doesn't say. It says $0 a night. So I'm thinking when the booking opens, that's when the price tag will change.
That's when it gets scary.
And that's when it gets very scary. Yeah, you can't even look at the dates. Yeah, I'm in March of next year, and I can't click any of this. So
I'm pretty sure my mom went to a really cool themed place. If I'm remembering correctly, it was a bed and breakfast. She didn't book it through Airbnb or anything like that, but it was a bed and breakfast out in California that is like Alice in Wonderland themed.
Okay, I don't mind Alice in Wonderland. I think another one of my top 10s, but then again, I prefer Through the Looking Glass over the Disney. But okay,
I mean, they both have the fucking absolutely just,
bonkers world,
soul crushing fucking Walrus and the Carpenter story.
So I understand why that story needs to exist, and I understand why we need to tell people about it. I just wish things weren't like that.
I wish I could forget.
I wish I could forget. It's a fucked up story. If you haven't seen Alice in Wonderland or read Through the Looking Glass, do yourself a favor. Do it at a very slow pace when you are emotionally secure and not 7 years old at a fucking daycare.
Yeah, go pick up some Lewis Carroll as an adult and read it.
Yeah. God dang. Yeah, don't traumatize your kid. Please. But Airbnb Shrek, yay. Fucking egg. Skadoo. Quincy threw a couple trailers at me, and I was not really expecting them. Over on Netflix.
I didn't throw anything.
You did.
Maybe a little bit.
You did. You spiked it right at me. Tomb Raider, which, I mean, I'm okay with it. I like Tomb Raider. It's just I haven't played them all, and I haven't even touched the new set. I think I did a little bit of the first one back in 2016.
If you ever want to borrow it, let me know.
We'll see.
That's a physical. Oh wait, you don't have a disc tray.
I don't have.
No, yeah, I think I got it for
digital.
No, but you don't have an Xbox One, so
yeah,
never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind, you can't borrow it.
It's right there.
Oh, you have an Xbox One with disc drive?
Yeah.
I thought you just had the series.
No, I got both.
Okay, yeah. Well, then if you get the disc drive on the one, you can borrow it because I got physical.
Oh, okay. Then everyone's happy. But I'll go through on my own time and dig through it because Tomb Raider has interested me since 1, 2, and a little bit of 3 back on the OG PS1. It was a fun time, and an anime/animated feature would not be so bad. I don't know. I would need to know more about the story, because if it's just a retelling of the video game, you're not gaining anything. You're just gaining little sub-stories that are mediocre at best. How do you tell another Nathan Drake-style story? Or another Lara Croft story, I should say. Treasure hunter doing a treasure hunter thing. It's gotta be very... I don't know. I'm thinking it's gotta be something new.
What did you think of you watched the Angelina movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of those?
First one was fine. Second one, if I can recall, was very slow.
Yeah, I really dug the first one. I did not like the second one.
Yeah, the second one was very slow. And then I just a little bit ago saw Uncharted with Holland and Marky Mark. It was fine.
Yeah, me and you watched it.
Oh, that's right. We did. It was fine. Like, I don't think we had anything to talk about.
When it comes to The new movie, though, I did not watch the new Tomb Raider.
Oh, that's right. There was a new Tomb Raider. I was getting all the biz about it, but I was sad, and I let it pass me by. I might go and look it up after this. Well, this now kind of rekindled something. Maybe I'm being a little harsh a little too quickly. But this I won't be too harsh on because I fucking love it. Devil May Cry, baby! Studio Mirrors is back in this one, and it looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. The animation style looks crispy. Nothing more to say about it. I'm hoping for a full trailer similar to how they did Castlevania, where we get that freaking minute-long trailer. Because this...
I see you like to play Castlevania.
You like to play Castlevania. You can read my mind?
You can read mine.
Like men. But yeah, this looks like fun. I love Dante. That's it.
I haven't played any of these. So.
Oh, that's right, because you said you were going to start with DMC.
You asked me to. You were curious about a person who's never experienced it going in with that being their first game.
Yeah, because they're all...
But I don't own it, so I haven't done it.
I thought they were all available on Game Pass.
Are they?
I thought so. Well, I know DMC is.
Okay, I mean, if DMC is, then I guess I could probably start it and give it a shot.
Yeah, it is. It is a little difficult at times, but you learn. Every time you die, you will learn. The DMC is a game you can get better at. Liza P is one you kind of have to skidoo. So speaking of VR, a long time ago, we talked about VR. Now today, we're talking about
Galaxy Far, Far Away.
Galaxy Far, Far Away. Meta's new Quest 3 VR headset can access Xbox games through Xbox Cloud Gaming streaming. Now, to those who are new to the VR scene, the Quest 3 can handle its own graphics engine. It basically has a...
Fuzzy.
Oh, God bless it.
Everything's good now.
Everything's good now. Cool.
Everybody happy.
Everybody happy. The Meta's new Quest 3 VR headset has its own graphics drivers and all that, so it can actually run a little bit, but it only needs to be a video player when the cloud streaming goes through. So you can play without a TV now. And I began to think about it when I was looking at it. And I said, this can revolutionize a lot of spending in the world. Because if you have a guy who just sits around playing video games when he's done with work, this would be a good alternative to a TV if he doesn't have friends over or otherwise. Because it will always be perfect viewing angles at all times. You will be able to see the entire screen because it has retina scanning technology that allows to see your irises moving. This is an interesting form of technology that I kind of want to see firsthand. I want to play a game through a Quest 3 VR headset, considering they're also only $300. That boggles my fucking mind. That we are now getting into an age where VR's becoming a little cheaper, but a little finicky to work with. A little. Okay, how about this little trade-off then? Your VR1, your Sony VR1, in exchange for the Quest 3. Would you do it?
So I mean, I guess I would just to see what it's like. But as for the whole letting it replace my TV thing, I couldn't do that because I've tried watching movies on the VR headset and it just kind of hurts.
Does it?
Yeah, my noggin can't really take it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I guess wearing a headset for 2.5 hours would still be a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it with Jurassic Park because I wanted to see how fucking cool that would be. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm regretting this. I'm going to puke.
Okay. Yeah. I would probably... No, would I lay down and watch the movie like that?
I was sitting on my couch.
Yeah, no. I don't want to fuck with that. Never. No. You're right. That might be a weird one. I would still like to test it out, though, just because it's an interesting new piece of technology that's doing well. Let's go to over on the Amazon.com. Let me just. Oh God, please don't do that. Oh God, whatever. If you see something is all right, whatever. They're having a bunch of sales on their very limited run Funko Pops. Now, to those who collect, I implore you. I understand that there is a league of collections. I haven't bought a Funko Pop in years. I think the last one I got was from you guys as a gift.
Yeah, I've kind of stopped buying them myself too. I accept them as gifts now. I don't really go out of my way.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be like Piper, who buys so many he doesn't have anywhere to put them anymore, so they all literally just get put in totes in his garage.
Oh yeah, no, I want to be able to view what I got. But one I might go out of the way for because it's only $6. Is this beautiful De los Muertes Bane
That is pretty cool.
I just thoroughly enjoy it. I like Bane. Bane is one of my favorite villains of all time, just because you don't get a. How many luchador villains do you know? Like, honest to God.
There's one in Spider-Man and then Bane.
Okay, well I don't know this. Is the Spider-Man one that I know?
Probably not.
Yeah,
Bad Bunny was supposed to play him in a movie, but now he's backed out of it because I think just because of Sony being such a fucking mess. El Huerto.
Oh, good to know that there is another one then. But Bane still only one I'm aware of, and I mean it's only $6. I'll probably throw it in the next order that comes through Amazon, just because it's inexpensive and. But that's all I've got for today. Anything else you got, Q?
A headache.
Oh shit! Let's wrap as quick as we can.
No, it's kind of been there today. I took some leave right before we started the cast because I was hoping that it would take the edge off, and it didn't. But no, I that's everything. Like I said, I haven't been gaming nearly as hard as I should. I plan to go see a lot of movies this month or October. Actually, it's not this month yet. So maybe I'll have some stuff to talk about.
Hell yeah!
But yeah,
all right.
That's about it.
Rundown. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to check out our Twitter feeds down in the description below. Remember to check out Zenny for very inexpensive glasses. Only needs just your eye exam. Remember to check out Temu. We're probably planning another medium box to purchase through there, just because there's a lot of really interesting tools that we can purchase for very inexpensive. And of course, check out Humble Bundle. Go and support some charities, and anything we earn through it, we cycle back around and spend on more Humble Bundle stuff because it's always helping the charities.
Charity.
And of course, at the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, remember to love one another. It's free to do.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. People are assholes.
Yep.